Good day, everyone. I am Janet Isasis, grade 7 class advisor of Del Monte National High School. State of Food Security and Nutrition of the Philippines. The index from the Economist Intelligence Unit measures food security indicators under three major factors: the affordability, availability, quality, and safety. In the Philippines, 16.6% of the population lives below the national poverty threshold in 2018. The poorest in the Philippine population work and live in disaster-prone areas. In the 2020 State of Food Security and Nutrition in the World Report, the Philippines recorded the most number of food insecure people in the Southeast Asia in 2017 to 2019, with 59 million Filipinos suffering from moderate to severe lack of consistent access to food. This is an increase from the figures of 44.9 million recorded in 2014 to 2016. The increasing population, limited resources, and natural disasters resulted to continuing challenges in poverty reduction and efforts towards eradicating hunger. In 2019, the President of the Philippines signed into law RA 11291, otherwise known as the Magna Carta for the Poor, which now officially recognizes right to adequate food, decent work, relevant and quality legislation, and adequate housing and highest attainable standard of health. But as of yet, the Philippines still has no established national legal framework on food security and nutrition. As such, the government implemented the project and activity. The coordination framework of FLAG-PH was created in order to gather critical information and support advocacy work in promoting the advancement of food security and nutrition, including related sectors such as agriculture, fisheries, environment, and natural resources, as well as thematic areas such as land use, climate resilience, social protection, among others, and the legislative agenda. The principals composed of legislators and FAO determine the needed legislative actions, whether it will be drafting and passage of new bills or amendment of existing laws, with facilitation of the actors in the working group. The discussions of the principals are informed by the feedback and insights from the stakeholders, which are composed of those that are involved in the implementation of the law, as well as the ultimate beneficiaries of the law. At the same time, FAO as a technical agency provides inputs and knowledge resources to the principals and the working group through various interventions, including among others sharing of technical reports and publication and technical briefing on relevant topics. With support from FAO headquarters, FAO Philippines was able to engage Parliamentary Alliance specialist who leads the programming and implementation of activities in the country. Result, outputs, and impacts. Since its launch in January 2018, FLAG-PH has been serving as a platform for the exchange of ideas and as a node between parliamentarians and ordinary farmers and fisher folk. FLAG-PH does this through various fora and seminars on pressing national issues such as pagkain para sa lahat or food for all, the National Land Use Act, Rice Tariffication Law, voluntary guidelines on small-scale fisheries, and voluntary guidelines on the responsible governance of tenure of land, fisheries, and forests, among many others. Likewise, FLAG-PH has been providing support to the Senate and Congress in conduct of knowledge-sharing activities relevant to improving the food security and nutrition of Filipinos. Institutionally, The FLAG PH now includes the Congressional Policy and Research Department and the Senate Economic Planning Office, all working together on initiatives related to FSN. Through this partnership, FAO has contributed to congressional deliberations on essential of legislation such as House Bill 5280, an act establishing Young Farmers Challenge program, creating and funding the Young Farmers Challenge Council, introduced by Representative Angelo Marcos Barba, House Bill 1275 and House Bill 4202 or the Tulong Kabataan sa Agrikultura, Youth Assistance to Agriculture, programs House Bill 1205, House Bill 1958, House Bill 3470, and House Bill 3596, Young Farmers Program. House Bill 1997 or the Magna Carta for Young Farmers, House Bill 2030 Lingkod Kabataan sa Agrikultura or Youth Service in Agriculture Program, and House Bill 5065 the National Youth Agripreneurship Program. Enabling factors and constraints. FAO-PH launched the FAO Legislative Advisory Group Philippines in 2018 as a pilot initiative under a larger effort to build a parliamentary alliance in the Asia-Pacific region, which is the first of its kind in Southeast Asia. With support from FAO headquarters, FAO Philippines was able to engage a parliamentary alliance specialist who leads the programming and implementation of activities in the country. The available support was able to conduct the key activities since 2018. FAO-PH is constantly working with FLAG-PH members to advocate the passage of key bills on promoting food security and nutrition in the country. The different parliamentarians have also been invited to several webinars related to gender equality and resilient food system in response to COVID-19 and family farming. Sustainability and replicability. The expansion of the FLAG-PH initiative has provided support through SDG implementation at the national and local levels, leveraging legislation to promote peace, prosperity, and food security in the respective southern Philippines. On 29 March 2019, the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao was formally inaugurated, capping the decades-old negotiation between the national government and Islamic separatists in Mindanao and paving the way of peace, prosperity, and development in the respective region. The newly established regional government is comprised of Maguindanao, Lanao del Sur, Basilan, Tawi-Tawi, and Sulu, resource-rich but economically poor provinces marred by decades of human conflict. One of the main features of BRMM is the creation of its Bangsamoro Transition Authority, BTA, which serves as the region's government parliament. The BTA is also key in the formulation of laws and policies that will govern the region. FAO currently provides support to BARMM, specifically in the agriculture sector. The Department of Agriculture, through its special area of agriculture development strategy, has identified Lanao del Sur, Sulu, and Maguindanao as among the 10 provinces with highest incidence of poverty in the country. Likewise, Sulu and Tawi-Tawi are named by the National Nutrition Council among its priority provinces for the implementation of the Philippine Plan of Action for Nutrition 2017 to 2022, given their high prevalence of malnutrition. Apart from food insecurity and malnutrition, poverty is also of important concern in BARMM, with the region's poverty incidence page at 61.3% in 2018. a marked increase from the 53.7 poverty incidence in 2015. This high incidence of poverty is causing serious impact on the health, nutrition, and access to food of the region's people. FAO recognizes the importance of supporting BARMM in ensuring that food security and nutrition situation are not compromised. While support is being given to the agriculture sector, FAO also recognizes the importance of creating an enabling environment that will guide the program planners and policymakers in securing the food security and nutrition of the population in the region. COVID-19 impact. Despite the challenges presented by the COVID-19 pandemic for most of the year 2020, particularly on movement restrictions that limited physical interactions with partners, the group has maximized new opportunities presented by the crisis, particularly in virtual interactions or webinars that showcased the office expertise in the fields of and context of the pandemic. These webinars and online virtual dialogues were organized and or facilitated by the FLAG PH and has participated as well in those organized by various entities such as government, NGOs, CSOs, private sector, and among others.